Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com. Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And it was a gorgeous day throughout most of our day. Winds did pick up in the afternoon hours, but we did see a lot of sunshine and high temperatures around a lot of north central Washington. A little bit warmer than we thought, into the lower 50s today. So we take a beautiful look down at the Columbia River and of course some of the blue skies that we did enjoy today. But things will be changing and changing quickly as we move into our overnight hours. We will see a strong storm system move in early this morning. We'll call it about midnight to 1 a.m. We're included in that in Wenatchee. We're in the purple area with snow turning to rain, but I really believe it'll be all rain for us. We could pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain overnight tonight. We have an 80% chance of that tonight. Tomorrow, we could have a little snow on the ground, even though I do think most of it will be snow. 1 to 2 inches is possible for Wenatchee. I should say I think it'll be rain rather. But up north is where we'll really see the snow. Winthrop, 8 to 12 inches of snow, and to our east in Spokane, 6 to 8 inches of more snow for those folks. And we will talk much more about this weather system, plus a lot colder temperatures next week. We'll cover all that a little bit later on in weather. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. State Senator Brad Hawkins defends his vote on a carbon tax bill that passed out of his committee last week. And the House has passed legislation that will bring rural Washingtonians one step closer to having high-speed internet. But first, we begin tonight. A one-vehicle rollover has claimed the life of an Okanogan County woman. The accident happened around 6:45 yesterday morning, 1 mile south of Nespelem on State Route 155. The victim has been identified as 38-year-old Bridget Boyd of Nespelem. Boyd was southbound when she crossed over the northbound lane onto the shoulder, overcorrected to the right, struck an embankment, and rolled. The Buick SUV came to rest on its wheels and Boyd was ejected. It's unknown at this time if drugs or alcohol was involved in the crash, and the exact cause of the accident is still under investigation. Wenatchee School District Superintendent Brian Flonis has issued a statement in response to Wednesday's fatal school shooting in Parkland, Florida. In an open letter to district schools, families, students, and staff, Flonis expressed sympathy for the victims. He wrote that every school should be a safe haven for students and staff, and that everyone needs to be assured that our students are protected and that our schools are prepared to respond in an emergency situation. Flonis added that the district has worked hard over the past 4 years to make improvements in school safety and security. He stressed that the best prevention is early warning and said parents and students can help by informing school staff if they see or hear of students who might exhibit behavioral or mental health issues that could lead to acts of violence. State Senator Brad Hawkins defends his vote on a carbon tax bill that passed out of his committee last week. Hawkins was criticized in a letter from the Douglas County Commissioners earlier this week. The commissioners noted their opposition to the proposed tax and accused the senator of failing to represent the interests of the 12th legislative district he serves. Hawkins responded to the commissioners today in an interview with NCW Life News.
Instead of voting no, I voted what's called without recommendation, which it isn't a yes, it's part of the minority opinion without recommendation. But I voted without recommendation because I'm trying to keep an open mind to understand the impacts to our area.
Hawkins says he's still in the process of learning how a carbon tax would impact the region. The bill had a public hearing before the Senate Ways and Means Committee yesterday. He says hydropower, which feeds the commercial, industrial, and farm economy, will not be affected and ultimately could enhance electric rates in north central Washington. He also said it's unclear at this time how the bill could impact agriculture.
I'm just purely looking at this essentially from a cost-benefit scenario. And, by the way, you have to look at the details of the bill. The details of the bill that came out of committee on farm gas and diesel used in the orchards are actually exempt from the tax. And then if we can get some provisions into the bill that would either exempt some of the other agricultural short hauls or long hauls, or efforts to help us electrify the short haul agriculture from the orchard to the packing plant, then perhaps that would mitigate the impacts from the carbon tax. So while there's certainly a cost impact, there are benefits.
Hawkins said he'd not yet received the letter from the Douglas County Commissioners, but assured them that he continues to research the issue and will take into consideration their concerns when the bill comes up for a final vote. A Senate bill sponsored by Senator Judy Warnick will mean more money to local fairgrounds and ag groups, including the NCW Fair in Waterville and the Chelan County Fair. Senate Bill 6386 ensures the funding of agricultural fairs by providing state sales tax revenue received as the result of sales occurring during events held at fairgrounds where agricultural fairs occur. All that money must be deposited now into the state fair fund. The bill passed in the Senate on Wednesday by a vote of 48-0. We will have a local reaction to the bill from local fair managers coming up on Monday. In other news from Olympia this week, rural Washingtonians are one step closer to having high-speed internet. Representative Mary Dye's broadband bill cleared the House 98-0 on Wednesday. House Bill 2664 would extend wholesale telecommunications authority to all public ports. Current law prevents non-rural ports from building networks in unserved neighborhoods near bigger cities. Removing the restrictive definition of rural in existing statutes will help ports extend fiber to homes and businesses where private companies have had difficulty financing these projects. House Bill 2664 now heads to the Senate for further consideration. Coming up next, the Pybus Event Center space is in the midst of a $1.2 million renovation. And Wenatchee's famous Rails and Ales is slated for tonight. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
My name's Robert Duff. Current and previous occupation is architect, engineer, and a lawyer. Grew up here in Washington, born in Moses Lake. When I first came to CVCH, was looking for a place to get some dental work done. I was really impressed with the people at the counter. I mean, they were just on top of it. It only took her like 15 minutes to do the job. I didn't feel anything. The technology is so great, you don't even realize you're at the dentist. These people are so professional. I would have any one of these people in my home for dinner. These people are family.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake our most popular pizza, a large cowboy, topped with pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and olives. Just $12. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Welcome back. And in other news, the Pybus Event Center space is in the midst of a $1.2 million renovation aiming to make the space more functional and engaging for the community. Kristen Lodge and Steve Robinson share details on the ongoing project on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with Dan Kuntz this morning.
And this space it's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summer, not a lot of insulation and no windows. So we've been bringing that community together in a kind of frosty environment, and this remodel is just going to help us better serve the community by bringing everyone together in a more comfortable environment. So it's pretty exciting. You can see how things have changed there. This is a rendering of what we're moving towards. Big,
that is so much better
right?
than
Isn't
what
it
it
great?
is
Big
now.
Nana
Oh,
doors
yeah.
that are going to fold open to that patio, which has pretty much been useless because there's no access to it. Lots of big windows so you can see just our beautiful loop trail and the Columbia River, and we're just really inspired by this. We're super excited to share it with the community and bring the community together there. People that are interested that are watching today can go onto our website, pybuspublicmarket.org, learn more about what we're doing, and hopefully give. Corporate sponsorships or individual donations are just really important to see this project through.
60% of the cost is being covered by the foundation, with the remaining dollars funded with board contributions and donations. Wenatchee's famous Rails and Ales Festival is tonight. NCW Life's Jay Seebeck has a preview.
I can guarantee you guys 3 things. It's going to be cold, there's going to be good beer, and there's going to be good tricks going down the rails.
Come on down to Orondo Avenue tonight at 5 p.m. to be a part of the 2018 Rails and Ales Festival. This action-packed ski and snowboard competition is in its 4th year and only keeps getting bigger. Well, it's going to be cold, but that's why we have the ales. Expect a big, jolly crowd in a fun family atmosphere, all while watching some of North Central Washington's elite winter sports athletes as they compete for the grand prize money. I spoke with Austin Visentamer following his championship run on the snowboard.
Tell us a little bit, how did it feel going out there and finding out that you're the grand winner?
Oh, it feels good, man, dude. It was a long day at work up at Stevens Pass. Got the park open over there, so stoked to come out and still make the contest and make everything happen. Shout out to all the boys and our daily crew squad. Check it out on Instagram. They were all killing it out here too. Representing Plain and Stevens Pass, and we're just stoked to be out here and just having a blast with all the rails and everything.
So take a break from watching the Winter Olympics and watch some high-stakes competition on Orondo Avenue. The event will be getting going at 5 p.m., so take off work early. I'm sure your boss won't mind. I'm Jay Seebeck with NCW Life News.
Expect to see highlights from Rails and Ales on Monday morning's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley and here on the Evening News. And for full coverage, stay tuned to the NCW Life magazine in the coming weeks. Well, just a reminder that Monday is President's Day, and that means most banks, government office, the Postal Service, the public library, Pybus Public Market, and area schools will be closed. Link Transit bus service will not run Monday as well. However, Waste Management will have regular Monday service, as will area medical facilities. The Wenatchee Valley Mall will be open with limited hours on Monday, and most stores in Wenatchee will be open on President's Day. You're watching the NCW Life News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come right here on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Thursday night, hockey night on the NCW Life Channel. It all begins at 7 o'clock with a call of the Wild and Clarkie's Corner. Then it's non-stop hockey action with the voice of the Wild, Arch Ecker. Join us as the Wild battle the rest of the BCHL. Thursday night is hockey night on the NCW Life Channel.
Every golfer aims to play their best, and smart golfers turn to the Golfer's Edge to get the Golfer's Edge. PGA professional Ed Payne has you covered from tee to green. You can work on your swing or play 18 in air-conditioned comfort on the golf simulator. Tanya's Corner has all the apparel the golfer needs at sale prices. And Ed can even rebuild your favorite set of clubs or custom make you a brand new set. Ask how you can qualify for a free 30-minute lesson at the Golfer's Edge on Mission between Kittitas and Yakima. And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life Channel.
And a good finally Friday breaking sports news this afternoon. Cashmere has selected a new head football coach to replace the retiring Phil Zakowski. Athletic Director Jeff Carlson says they're hiring a young college assistant from the Spokane area.
Yeah, we're excited to announce that we hired a new football coach. His name is Brian Brimmer. He comes to us from Whitworth University, where he spent the last 3 years as assistant coach there for the Pirates. He's served as the offensive line coach as well as the head recruiting coordinator there. He also played college football there he was a 2-year starter at Whitworth, and he'll be teaching as well, taking over for Phil Zakowski. He'll also be teaching PE and weights. So, yeah, we're real excited to get Brian in here. Him and his wife, Mackenzie, who's a 6th grade teacher. They're both going to be moving to the community, so we're we're real excited to get them here.
Carlson says Bremer was selected out of quite a pool of applicants.
Yeah, we had a little over 20 candidates that applied for the position, the head football position, as well as our high school boys PE position. So we narrowed the field down to 4 and offered the position to Brian on Wednesday. He really impressed the interview committee with his energy, enthusiasm, his vision for the program. So it seems like just going to be a great fit for our football program as we move forward.
Carlson says Zukowski had quite a hand in helping to select his successor.
Zukowski met with all 4 of our final candidates, spent a lot of time with them. We allocated a half hour where they were able to sit down with Coach Z and give them the opportunity to ask Coach Z questions. And, you know, he also was part of the tour. He took each of the candidates around, introduced them to some assistant coaches. So, yeah, we definitely leaned on Coach Z for his expertise as well. And yeah, you know, it was just everyone's real comfortable with the hire that we made, and excited to get Brian here to continue the great tradition of Bulldog football that we have going here.
Carlson says Bremer will be here soon as Zukowski is scheduled for surgery and will fill in covering his PE classes, and will be able to work with the players this spring and summer in drills and camps. Taking a look at the Les Schwab Prep scoreboard from last night in boys basketball action, Etihad season came to an end in the CWB 1B district tournament at Eastmont Junior High, falling to Moses Lake Christian. Viteris, meanwhile, won the district championship with a win over Riverside Christian. The wild ride for the Wenatchee Panthers came to an end in Sunnyside last night. Wenatchee fell in the district semis to the Grizzlies 57-48. Moses Lake also came up short in its bid to upset Davis. In girls basketball yesterday, the CWB 1 district tournament happening at Eastmont Junior High School. Etihad claimed the district championship in a lopsided win over Riverside Christian. Viteris stayed alive with a win over Wilson Creek. We'll start a very busy prep schedule in the pool today at the King County Aquatic Center and Federal Way. Wenatchee with 16 swimmers and divers participating. Eastmont with 5. Prelims today. The finals coming up tomorrow at 2:20 in the afternoon. Be sure and watch our Facebook page for all the action this weekend. Just down the road in Tacoma, wrestlers from throughout the state gathering for the MAC Classic 30 in the Tacoma Dome. And here's what's happened so far. We're tracking 7 wrestlers from Cascade, Chelan, Eastmont. Here's what's happened today so far. Cascade's Juan Martinez lost by pin. Cascade's Daniel Claros won by pin. Eric Alcala out of Chelan lost by pin. Braden Williams of Chelan lost 9-2. Skylar Gordon was a winner at 6-3. Cascade's Arthur Drake lost by pin. In the 4A classification, Eastmont's Adrian Vivanco lost by pin as well. Also turning to the girls' side of the tournament real quickly here, Wenatchee's Emily Carroll lost by pin. She's in the consolations. Meanwhile, Eastmont's Flora Morrow won 5-0 in the quarterfinals. Uriah, let's go ahead and go through the quick slides here to get through the weekend as far as what's happening in basketball. You've got, aside from the MAC Classic happening in Tacoma, the district tournament continues in Granger in the old and new gym. We've got more basketball today at Eastmont Junior High School for the boys and for the girls this weekend, so lots to take advantage of. Also this weekend, Cashmere will play a home game tomorrow at 5 o'clock against Lakeside Diamond Falls and a chance to get to the regionals. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCW Life Channel. Have a great weekend. The Wenatchee Wild at home against Trail this weekend, so enjoy it. Grant, back to you.
Thanks, Eric. 2 Wenatchee Valley College students received scholarships Thursday thanks to the Concert in the Garden series at Omi Gardens. The NAMES Foundation, a creation of Dennis and Beth Dobbs of Haran Estates Winery, were able to provide 2 $1,000 scholarships yesterday in conjunction with the concert series, the work of RLS Productions.
Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. Okay.
They say rosé.
All right.
We just gave away $2,000, 2 $1,000 scholarships to 2 students at Wenatchee Valley College, one in the graphics department and one in the network administration department. And they are recipients from money that was raised from the RLS Productions Concerts in the Gardens from 2017 year.
It's been a long, busy haul, but really good and informational. Today, I got a $1,000 scholarship from the RLS Foundation, and it's going to be a really, really big opportunity for me as I get to improve my technology as a student as I'm moving through on to university. So it means a lot. especially to be supported by the community in this way. It's really an honor.
My instructor told me about the scholarship, and I applied for it and I got it. So it means a lot to me because I just don't have to worry so much about finances while I'm trying to study and do well. I do want to do help desk position. I probably in education and a school district, and I'd like to go around and help people with their computers and fix their computer issues. And also there's the part where you get to help people learn how to use their technology too. So
great opportunity when you can have the something as great as the Concert in the Garden series supporting scholarships at the local college. I mean, that's just it's a win-win for everyone. Get to go enjoy a concert and come and know that you're helping students get to school and helping the local economy.
Well, Robert's provided a wonderful venue here for the Valley with the Omi Gardens concert series, and we had the opportunity as a winery to be one of the lead sponsors for the series. We immediately jumped on board because we totally believe in the Valley and what we can do together. We have been so fortunate, even in the years with the forest fires, that the weather prevails, the clouds part, the sun comes out, and the talent starts. It's beautiful up there. We're very blessed. Being here and talking with Hannah and Morgan, they're so appreciative of what we were able to do to help them pursue their goals in their career. So it's really fun to be a part of it.
It's incredible. I mean, just to personally meet them, yeah, they're just so thrilled with it, yeah.
Tickets are on sale for the 5-concert series beginning July 5th this summer at Omi Gardens. Go to rlsproductions.net to get your tickets, and they are selling fast. We'll be back in just a moment with the recap of some of today's stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp programs focus on our 4 core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Make this summer's memories last a lifetime. Pick your theme week today with a wide variety of safe and engaging activities. Lake Wenatchee YMCA Camp is the ultimate summer fun in the sun camp for children, teens, and families. Reserve your child's week today.
Yes, we are live from Studio 2. I am Dan Koontz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Tom Potter joins me in studio. How are you? And Rod Cool is my guest today. The expert is mine. We're broadcasting live from Studio 4, from Studio 2, Studio 7 here in downtown Wenatchee. Time for the obscure holiday of the day. Your Dog to Work Day, Beautician's Day, it's National Selfie Day, and in honor of National Selfie Day, I'm going to take a picture of myself.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCW Life channel.
Time now for a recap of some of our top stories. Wenatchee School District Superintendent Brian Flonis has issued a statement in response to Wednesday's fatal school shooting in Parkland, Florida. In an open letter to district schools, families, students, and staff, Flonis expressed sympathy for the victims. He wrote that every school should be a safe haven for students and staff, and that everyone needs to be assured that our students are protected and that our schools are prepared to respond in an emergency situation. Flonis added that the district has worked hard over the past 4 years to make improvements in school safety and security. He stressed that the best prevention is early warning and said parents and students can help by informing school staff if they see or hear of students who might exhibit behavioral or mental health issues that could lead to acts of violence. Well, we have a full slate of fun events planned in the Wenatchee Valley this weekend. Megan McPherson has a rundown on everything from soup to nuts.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Head over to Chelan Saturday and Sunday for the Lake Chelan Red Wine and Chocolate. This weekend will be filled with chocolate, wine tasting, limousine rides, and romance. Spirit of the West is happening this weekend in Ellensburg. This delightful event provides platforms for Western poets, singers, and songwriters to share and preserve the spirit of the cowboy in the modern day. Tickets are available through the Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce in Ellensburg and online online at ellensburgcowboygathering.com. The Kiwanis Kids Carnival is coming to Pybus Market Saturday from 1 to 4. Carnival booths are open to students ranging from kinder prep through 5th grade. This far-out event is free and will have over 20 games and activities of fun to test children's skills and talents, plus lots of prizes. Join the national award-winning Next Step Dance Studio for a night of Broadway, cinema, and television. Watch the dancers celebrate 10 years of dance as they perform numbers that you know and love. Go where it's happening for an unforgettable evening at the Numerica Performing Arts Center with shows at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. And finally, head to Pybus on Sunday for the Empty Bowls Community Painting Party from 1 to 4. Come paint a ceramic bowl and share in the fun with friends and family in exchange for a $10 donation. At no extra cost to you, you will also be given a ticket to the dinner on March 10th where a simple dinner of soup and bread will be served. Afterwards, you will take home your bowl as a reminder of all the bowls in our community that often go empty.
Time now for a look at your weather forecast for north central Washington. And before we get to the details of that, let's take a look outside our weather window where we experienced a beautiful Friday today. Still some sunshine out there this afternoon, late today. And we did see plenty of that today with high temperatures in the lower 50s. Winds have also kicked up a bit. But what we're going to see is a big change in our weather. A very moist northwest flow aloft continues to ride down the eastern side of a high-pressure ridge, and that will usher in the next in a series of weather systems beginning late tonight and early Saturday morning. Ahead of that system today, we did see some fairly windy conditions with steady winds around north central Washington between 15 and 25 miles an hour. But even stronger winds will develop from about Wenatchee to Pullman on Saturday as an upper level weather trough moves in, which will bring us winds between 20 and 30 miles per hour tomorrow, gusting to as high as 40 miles an hour. A wind advisory is in place for the Wenatchee Valley from 11 o'clock tomorrow morning until 10 o'clock Saturday night. We also have an 80% chance of rain now tonight and an 80% chance of rain tomorrow, where we could see up to 1/4 of an inch of rain, and that goes down to about a 30% chance of rain mixed with snow Saturday night. By Sunday, a strong Arctic cold front moves down, bringing us much cooler temperatures and about a 40% chance of mainly afternoon snow showers. Additional cooling is also expected on Monday and Tuesday, with morning lows in the low to mid-teens and highs now only in the upper 20s to lower 30s. It looks like by the middle of next week, our temperatures will begin to moderate back into the mid and upper 30s. Let's take a look at your forecasts now. And tonight we will drop down to 33 degrees. Remember, an 80% chance of rain overnight tonight. We'll stay with that 80% chance on Saturday. Windy, 40-mile-an-hour gusts are possible. Sunday, mainly snow showers, maybe mixed with rain in the afternoon. Still a little breezy and cooler, 37. And here's our cold day on Monday. Mostly sunny and cold, 29 your high and 12 degrees our low, before our temperatures slowly moderate by Thursday, where we'll climb back into the mid-30s with lows in the lower 20s. And before we close tonight, I want to mention that if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with your host Dan Kuntz and all of the weekend news with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
Family means something in these parts. Family owned and operated means even more. At Rose Tractor, you're buying more than a product. You're buying years of knowledge through multiple generations. It means you can count on Rose for quality products, quality repairs, and folks who stand behind the products they sell. From your job site to your home, to rentals and repairs, to new outdoor power equipment, Rose Tractor is growing with you throughout the years. Rose Tractor, quality brands you can trust year after year.
For all the latest news in North Central Washington, go to ncwlife.com or find us on Facebook. Got a news tip? Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-2020.